Where is my bag? Uni, no bag. He walked out and he didn't open the door for me. Just carry your slippers and be running away. Masters, no bag.
I like my dark skin, dark chocolate.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title, where is my bag? My name is Debbie and I'm a Nigerian and Irish YouTuber, and this is my channel. So I'm back with another MsDebDeb segment. It's been a while since I've done one of these, but it was inspired by my lunch that I had today with my girl Lily, and then Mona joined in and so did Bissy and Lucinda. It was so nice meeting Lucinda. She's the one that actually inspired today's video, and I'm glad that she did because she was right. I do kind of run away from talking about relationships and my views on relationships, and I think it's important to talk about because it might just help one person out there. I kind of believe in privacy, and for whatever reason I don't know, I just don't like talking about it, but today I'm going to talk about it. And now a quick disclaimer, everything that I mentioned in this video is my opinion. Don't take anything that I say for gospel. Remember, I'm a human being, I'm not perfect. This is just my opinion on things, okay? Today's video is for kind of everybody. It's for the single ladies, it's for the ladies that are waiting for bae to show up, and it's also for people that are already in relationships. Just a quick reminder, certain things I'm going to speak about. But yeah, it's just about dating. So we're going to talk about both the things you should be doing before you date, the personal things you should be doing with yourself, and the things that you should be doing while you date, you know. Yeah, is my babe. That's the first part of this video. Right, there's certain things that I feel a person should do during the first thing, which is the wait. Now, the weight kind of varies for different people. Like certain people, they don't even have a weight, okay? They don't have a thing called the weight. Certain people just meet someone when they're 16 and then they end up with that person forever. And certain people just go to uni and then first year they just meet bae and then that's it. Certain people like myself will go to secondary school. Okay, there was no boys there. There was just a lot of estrogen for me. So, no bae. Uni, no bae. Masters, no bae. So, the weight varies for different people, okay? And I think the most important thing to remember when it comes to the weight is that your time will come. That being said, you also have your part to play in the wait. You can't sit in your room like me right now, drinking coffee, watching Netflix, and expecting bae to fall from the roof. God is not going to throw him from the sky. You kind of have to do your part. Put yourself in the right place for your bae to find you. We need to debunk certain myths that people sell on social media. Like, some people might find their bae in the club, okay? Like, it's just a fact. Some people will find their bae in church. Some people will find their bae at the park, or literally on the Champs-Élysées, okay? So, literally, I feel like the most important thing is just to do your part, which means just be, you know, living your life as number one, loving yourself. And when I say love yourself, I don't mean pretend to love yourself. I mean genuinely loving yourself. And you can't love who you don't know. I'm a strong believer in that. You can't really love who you don't know. To love yourself, you must first know yourself. What do you like? Who are you? What makes you happy? What makes you sad? What makes you angry? These are my strengths, these are my weaknesses, and these are what I'm working on, because you have to work on your weaknesses to make them into a strength so that you can then become the full package or work towards becoming the full package. When you know yourself, you start to know what you want, like the type of person you want. Having standards is so important. If you don't have standards, you will fall for anything and everything. Literally any guy that comes your way, any guy that bats an eyelid at you, you will fall for.
Not on my watch.
I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. So there's this guy that I was seeing not too long ago, and he was rude. Oh my god.
Do not say you miss me. I do not want to hear none of that bullshit.
We're in this restaurant, and as we were walking out, he literally walked out and he didn't open the door for me. So I said to him, are you gonna get the door for me? And he goes, no. He goes, you can get your own door. Guys, wait for it. So then I was like, well, if you don't get the door, then I'm not gonna come out. Like, I'm just gonna sit here. So I literally sat down, and this guy was outside for 10 minutes, not wanting to open this door, you know. For me, it was a simple way of showing how much somebody values you. And if you value something, you want to take care of it. I have two hands. I can open a door by myself, okay? I was gonna say, this character, that guy's character just kept showing, like, you know, disrespectful, doesn't treat other people nice, like waiters. My standards for myself are really high. So the fact that he wouldn't open the door for me was just another red flag for me. I'm not expecting somebody to open the door for me every single day, but if you're only trying to get to know me, open it.
When I go to sleep, she's my nightcap.
Opening the door on a first date, paying for the first date, are just ways to show that you're serious as a man. Never go on a date without your card, but I don't personally believe in paying for a first date with somebody, like with a guy. Like, why? Like, that's just, you asked me where I was in my house, where I was minding my business, where I was sleeping in my nice comfortable bed. You asked me, you carried me there, and now you want me to pay, like, on the first date. You must be joking. We live in a generation where everybody's shouting men are trash, things like that, because some men are trash and so are some women. But in order to avoid trash men, we have to open our eyes and shine our eyes very well, which means don't lie to yourself. Pay attention and listen attentively to what is being shown to you at the beginning stages of seeing each other or a relationship. If somebody is not trying to sell you dreams and they're telling you who they are, don't sell yourself dreams by telling yourself that there's something that they're not. Because chances are they're just telling you, this is who I am. And then you want to come and tell yourself that, oh no, I'm sure it'll change once we start. Stop it, girl. Stay away from the Joromis, okay? If you don't know what the Joromi is, listen to the song by Simi Sola. It's called Joromi.
I give you signal. Why you know they see me? I give you green light to tire.
The song is literally about a guy that just doesn't pay you attention, airs you. Other guys will be chasing you, but this guy, this one guy just will not like you. And because they don't like you, that makes you like them. Like, I have met a Joromi. Let me tell you about my Joromi, guys. So this was like a couple of years ago, right? And that time, I still had it going on, you know? So basically, my Joromi was this guy that just did not like me. Like, I was like, why don't he like me? Because every other guy likes me. Like, why don't he like me? So anyways, my Jeremy just did not like me. And I was the one, like, then because he didn't like me, I ended up looking for his attention all the time. Because I felt like, why don't you like me? Come to find out that his reason for not liking me was because he was shy, and he was like, oh, I thought you were not my type.
So what, dears?
Blah, 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 blah.
I'm so sad. Never, ever, don't ever.
Ladies, don't kill yourself for Jeremy, okay?
Again, you're nothing.
Don't use your phone to call Jeremy, okay? Thank you. This one's a bit harsh, but I feel like somebody needs this. Somebody out there needs this one. Don't become a desperado, okay? Don't become desperate. Like, a lot of times, people just date anybody. Like,
halfway.
Take a few.
I didn't start dating until I was 23 because I was not trying to just date anybody, okay? Don't date anybody that comes your way, because trust me, you could throw a stone and that would hit somebody, okay? Don't just date anybody that just happens to be in your path. Like, if that's not what you envisioned for your life, why are you wasting your time?
Got the answers. You ain't got the answers, Sway.
I don't know why people do this thing, but people just love to waste their time, like, dating people that they just know is not what they want. So I wrote down the characteristics of what I want, and I wrote down what I was willing to compromise on and what I wasn't willing to compromise on, what I can take and what I cannot take. So write that down and stick to your list. Heaven help those who help themselves. My little dabble in the pond, I can tell you now that relationships are extremely hard because they're made up of two people. The moon and Mars are trying to communicate. Okay, I feel like the really important thing when it comes to communication is to communicate to listen and not communicate to reply, because a lot of the time I communicate to reply because I'm usually pissed when I'm communication. I call it deep communication, okay? Try and communicate to understand, you know, even if you're right, just try and communicate to understand. You know how I feel. I'm sure you know how I feel. How do you feel? What makes you feel that way? Like, that's how I am. I just like to talk about feelings and what I think and what the person thinks. Like, I just want to make sure everybody's sharing their feelings all the time. Most people don't like get into a relationship with the aim of breaking up, but breakups happen. But I just believe that a little bit of privacy goes a long way, especially recently on YouTube. Like, we've all witnessed like a massive explosion. I personally believe that if you bring people in on your relationship at the start and you're like all writing paragraphs on Facebook and you're posting pictures on Instagram, you literally have to bring them in on your breakup. Like, you literally have to tell us why you've broken up, because now we are invested. Now we want to know why, what went wrong. We just want to know what happened, because you made your relationship our business. Like, I personally believe in not making your relationship other people's business. I do believe in posting pictures occasionally and things like that, but if your relationship is constantly all what we see, you have, for example, you have a photographer follow you everywhere taking relationship goals, pictures of you all the time, then when you break up, you want a photographer to come and take your picture, tell us why you have broken up. It's better for people to not know and to have to ask you, oh, are you broken up? Not that, oh yeah, they can guess that you've broken up because suddenly you've deleted all the pictures of the person on your Instagram. To me, it makes absolutely no sense to be so public that everybody just knows your business. Like, when you guys go on dates, we know your breakups and your makeups and your breakups and your makeups, we know. Like, honestly, like, you can have your relationship on social media and still have a private relationship. I feel like it's about finding the right balance. Don't let anybody keep you a secret though, because there's a difference between privacy and secrecy. Like, if you can't go outside with someone, or you can't take a picture with them without them hiding their face, or you can't go to a public place with them, then that is not privacy. That is secrecy, and that is what you don't want in a relationship. A relationship centered around God works in the long run. I personally believe that. Like, because when anything happens, you can kind of pray about it, and it'll be nice if you consulted God from the start and not in the middle or at the end, so that God won't be like, oh yeah, so now you're coming to me like about it. So God's gonna be like, hello, money, 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 money. In fact, let's start with yourself first. How generous are you with money? What are your finances gonna be like? Do you expect a guy to pay for everything, or are you willing to go 50-50? What type of woman are you? You have to ask yourself these. That goes back to my point about knowing yourself really well before you get into relationships, because if you can't agree on money, I feel like that relationship is already kind of almost doomed, because money plays a very important role in relationships. I feel like that's common sense. Like, I don't need to be in a 50-year relationship to know that. If your relationship is going to lead to marriage, you have to kind of know, are you going to have a joint account? Are you going to have separate accounts? Are you going to have a joint savings account? What are you doing? I say same because I believe in dating. Like, I dated quite a lot. Like, I would go out on dates before I got into my first relationship. I kind of went out on dates and things like that. So I went on a date with this guy, right? Jesus, I hope he doesn't see this video. I say allegedly, okay. allegedly he had a gambling problem. Like, this guy always wanted to bet like 2,000 euros, 1,000 euros. Like, he would lose 1 grand, 2 grand and stuff. And I think eventually he gave up gambling. But at the time when I was like, I went out on a date with him, I just like was like, yo, red flag. I think for me that was a red flag, you know. Just carry your slippers. Just carry your slippers and be running away. But yeah, I just felt like, you know, dating with sense is very important, because I felt like if I was to get into a relationship with this person, for me it would be because I wanted it to lead to marriage. Now imagine you married someone that had a gambling problem, and then one day you find out that they've put your house or your mortgage as part of that. So you just have to be really careful and date with sense, because something can seem like a little minor issue, but things grow so quick that before you blink, it's just from 0 to 100 real quick. So you just have to, you know, kind of guard your heart. You know, if you see red flags, believe them. So that's the end of this video. Comment down below if you could relate to anything that I've said, and don't forget to like, thumbs up, subscribe, and check out my last 2 videos. I think next week's MsDebDeb segment will be about avoiding negativity. We'll talk a little bit about bullying, we'll talk about cyberbullying, we'll talk about staying positive and, you know, blocking out the noise and things like that of negativity as well. So yeah, I'll see you guys on my next MsDebDeb. Ooh, if you want to check out part 1 and part 2 of MsDebDeb, then I will link them in the description bar below so you guys can check them, or I'll put them on